Yeah. Damn, come on in. Damn, come on in. Come on in. What's up? Good, popping, cracking, percolating. It's your man Theo Butler. I'm here. I'm here. My fault. I'm here. Damn. And let me just go ahead and do this because I want to make sure. I see you there, big dog. What I'm gonna do is this, and I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna tell you why I'm apologizing. Y'all like, damn, Theo, that's how you come in? Yeah. Come in being fair, right? Right. Before I begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. You don't like, leave a constructive comment. You know why you here. Ryder Maverick did not know. I did not know. My apologies. So what I'm fixing to do is what's the name on Twitter so I can go back and unblock it. I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive. You have no idea how many folks be coming up. I feel like sometimes we watch wrestling. I feel like sometimes I be in the ring by myself. My brother Kamoyo and Daryl Miss Smith, they in the back and everything. They getting ready, and just 20 wrestlers come jump me and everything like that. And I'm like, damn it, you know what? I got to go. So my apologies. I apologize for overreacting. It's just you have no idea. You have no idea. First of all, I want to greet everybody that's already up in here. Ryder Maverick did pull up. Let me know what the Twitter name is. I will unblock it. Thank you so much for that. Nine Tell him is in the building. Big Ruben say, what you mean she got a daughter? By who? Big Ruben say, by who? Craig or Logan? Those are all fair questions. That's fair. My brother Kamoyo is in the building and everything like that. Because we know, see, we comic book fans. We comic book fans. We like Ororo. Folks act like this crabs in a barrel mentality. They act like if you like a black man, you can't like the black woman. Yes, you can. They act like you can't support both of them. Yes, you can. Yeah, yes, you can. Yeah, yes, you can. You've been supporting Clark. We've been supporting Bruce and Diana and Arthur and Oliver. And I don't know. Yeah, we can. Yeah, yes, the hell we damn can. Folks act like you can't give a damn about both characters. Yes, we can. We've been giving a damn about Peter, Tony, Steve, Odin, Thor, Loki, everybody and their damn mama that ain't looked like us for decades. I know some of us care more about Sif. Right. Don't do that. Don't do that. So, you know, hey, shout out to Gray. Gray say the representation you get is the representation you settle for. No lies detected. Shout out to my elder, my mentor, Mr. Smith. Why? Because if this don't go the way it's supposed to, I don't want to be anywhere near Mr. Smith. I don't want to be anywhere near. I don't want to be anywhere near Mr. Smith, nor anyone that feels like Mr. Smith. No, I don't. I'm afraid I might get caught up in friendly fire. I am. But y'all know why we're here though. Yep. It's comic book coming out Wednesday. That would be 2 days from today. Yep. Hellfire Vigil. Right. You gotta solicit. Don't know why we going with this one. It's crazy. Let me make sure I thank the folks responsible for this video, because without them, we wouldn't be doing it. Let me give props where props is due. You got to do that. You got to, because I wasn't gonna do this video. I was asleep. Yeah. I was asleep. I woke up this afternoon. Don't do that. I go to sleep at 3. I go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning. Somewhere between 2 and 3 is when I go to sleep. So I wake up. So I done got hit up first thing this afternoon. Mirror Knight did hit me up. I'm like, huh? Now, mind you, I'm in the comic book community. Ain't nobody said a damn thing about this comic book last week, week before last week, week before last week. Oh no, this late minute. You know, last time somebody tried to slip me something in regards to T'Challa and Aurora, last second, it was the world to come. It was the world to come. So Mirror Knight sends me this. Like I said, I'm knocked out. He says he sent me the picture. It's got the covered by. Well, make sure I do this right. Make sure I do this right. Covered by Luciano Vecchio. Beautiful cover. Absolutely beautiful. X-Men Hellfire Vigil issue 1, main cover, first appearance of Furaha. I could be getting it wrong. Storm's daughter. You say Storm's daughter? Story and art by Various. First appearance. You say Storm's daughter. Okay. All right. Well, I know what the toxicity would love for you to believe, but we're Storm fans. Yeah, we rocking with Storm, X-Men Sword. We only bought it because she was there. X-Men Red. We only bought it because she was there. Like, if Storm, Ororo Munroe ain't in X-Men Sword, I don't get too damn about X-Men Sword. I'm not buying that. Yeah. X-Men Red. She ain't in it. I ain't buying that. So we just understand where, but we know I'm a Black Panther fan, right? Right. Okay. So just so we can stop all that nonsense about. And if you Black, stop feeding into it. Stop feeding into it. Stop promoting. Stop promoting the divisiveness amongst Black men and Black women, because you can't get one without the other. And some of y'all are so damn funny, want to take the social media. You cannot wait but to put that stuff out there. Who is your mama and daddy? Who are your grandparents? Because you cop so much for Black division, but then want to sit around here and bellyache and complain about Blacks being oppressed. You doing it. You're doing the slave master's job for them. And you can't wait. Get that on out the way. So Mirror Knight hit me up and he says, prepare for a potential nuclear strike. You know what we say in the military? Forewarned is forearmed. That's what we say. We say forewarned is forearmed. So I'm like, oh, I know damn good and well this ain't what we getting ready to do. And you say she got black hair like a daddy? Okay. I mean, I guess that narrowed it down. You say she got fangs like her daddy. Why did we do that? Why put that out there like that? No. Because see, this is to tell the truth and shame the devil. Woke episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying. Did I not buy Brutalizer of the Gods? Yep. I spent my own money on that. Did I not promote it? Did I not do a review on it? I did. Have I not been doing comic book reviews of Storm? Yes, I have. Have I not been encouraging people to not focus on one part of issue 3, but enjoy the rest of the read that we're getting? That's what I've been doing. Now, we also know I am a big advocate of Black imagery, love, representation, and loyalty. You know, my brother D-Real and I, we've interviewed the writer Mario Ayadele not once, but twice. Not once, but twice, where members of the Rock With Me Nation were able to communicate their concerns with the outward perception, the public reception of Ororo sleeping with Logan. Now, this is why I went on social media and I asked women to show up in mass on this live. Why? I'm not a black woman. I'm not a woman. I'm not a black woman. I can't even I cannot even begin to tell you what being an independent black woman, what that entails. I can't. I can't. So when a black woman that's supposed to be independent is going through emotional turmoil, if you will, I don't know enough to speak on what she will and won't do. I don't. So this is when I'm looking at my sisters. Because let current day culture tell it the black man and the black woman are separate. No, we're one. We were all Black Panthers back in the damn day. Reginald Hutland created Shorty so both his son and daughter could dress up as his favorite character. Right. That's why he did that. So I'm never going to do this whole separation, division type thing. If that's who you are, I'm going to make you feel real uncomfortable if you in this live. But if you are someone that believes in black unification and you understand that that's our imagery that's out there that's being effed over, Ironheart, this video for you. So, Ororo Munroe. Ladies, my black ladies, my queens. Yeah. I say black because you not white. If you're not black, you don't know necessarily what my queens, my sisters go through and everything like that. So I just need you to observe. This ain't your part of the show. It ain't. So to my queens, we got, let me make sure we got at least one in here. We got Taylor Love in here. There we go. Ryder Maverick. Had there been a black woman in the room when Storm issue 3 was pitched, that seemed we gonna ask. I ain't gonna make no assumption. And we gonna ask. We're giving the ladies, not giving. I don't like that because I share the floor with the ladies all the time, whether they here or not here. I ain't ever pulling up by myself, whether you see my wife with me or not. No, I take her with me everywhere I go. So to the ladies that are in here, if you are here, please tell us, because I want to know. Because I got 4 daughters. I got, and they all black. To my independent queens, my sisters out there, please tell me you a Storm fan. You going through something emotionally. Tell me how you handling that. Tell me how you handling that, because I don't know. I get it. You go to where your friends at, you pull up on their spot, you kick the bobo. You ask them, can you spend the night? I get that. I'm right there with you. You got Craig, Logan, and T'Challa. Hell, Ford. You got exes. You got options on the table. See, I ain't finna speak for the ladies. I'm not finna look at the writer. Oh no, I need the ladies to talk to me because I know they might backtrack, but see, Ororo got options on the table. Ladies, tell me what you're doing, because I don't know. I ain't gonna speak for the ladies either. I ain't gonna act like that. I'm gonna put these glasses back on, put my reading glasses back on. But to the ladies that's in here, yeah, I'm asking y'all. I'm asking y'all. I ain't asking nobody else. Even though you blocked me, I'm gonna be quiet for now. No, you got to tell me what the name is over there on the thing so I can undo it, because I didn't know what was going on. I told you I was sensitive, and my apologies. See, that's the whole thing about being grown. It don't belittle me to apologize when I'm wrong whatsoever, Ryder Maverick. So let me know. Put it in the comments. Say, I'll go back in while we talking and we got Ryder Maverick. Let's see here. I'm gonna go over these notes and everything. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Yeah, she got a daughter. She got a daughter. Come on, your king is in the building. What's going on? Big Chad is in the building. Ryder Maverick. Yeah. Well, it was the whole thing. I'm trying to say it like, I don't know. Well, because we don't interact, you don't know how much barrage I be coming up under. And so it'd be a lot of sarcasm and trolling going on in there. And my mental health. So when somebody I don't know, I can't interpret. That's why I said, I admit I was wrong. So let's keep moving. Storm's daughter chat, yeah. With who? Let me guess. I don't know. I don't know. Now tell him as who? I don't know. Taylor Love says Io needs to be fired. Big Ruben says it's Logan because of the fangs. Now, misinformation. If these characters have been around longer than you have, if you have not read every comic book said character has pulled up in, stop saying stuff. Stop acting like an expert on the character. You're not. You're spreading misinformation. Both Logan and T'Challa have been shown with things at different points in time in their comic book history. Both of them. It's inconsistent because of the artist that's drawing. It's inconsistent. Now, I know some folks have said that the young lady might be biracial. Werewolf sent me the picture. She looked black, but she could be biracial. Why? Because of the color, the inconsistent colorization in regards to our characters. We know that. So what do we know for sure based on the solicit? She has black hair like her father, and she's got fangs like her father. Now, when you look at it, you dive into Logan and T'Challa, it's not necessarily described as fangs, it's pronounced canines. Fangs, canines, figure it out however you want to. But now let's pull all the way back. I'm gonna keep up with these notes real quick, then we're gonna pull all the way back. And we're gonna ask some questions. Let's see here. Now tell him says, I can't do nothing but laugh if it's either that or light a stick and grab a pitchfork, LOL. So I choose not to be angry this time. See, when you inform, it keeps you from being triggered. Let's see here. 100% black woman here. Thank you, Ryder Maverick. There's a reason why they won't listen to us when it comes to matters like this. You know what? I'm all ears. That's what I wanted right there. I want the queens because I can't do it. Taylor Love, Logan don't have powers. I would have felt a lot better if she'd have been shown with braids, Afro puffs or something. Okay, there's a pic of the kid. She doesn't look biracial. Yes, Taylor Love. I'm sorry. Ryder Maverick, werewolf sent me the picture. I looked at it and everything. I said, no, she don't look biracial. she don't look biracial at all. She looked like she full blown. Right. No, I'm right there with you and everything like that. So man, hey, let me keep going. Let me see. Mary Jane had full-blown denied the advances of Logan and called him a short, funny midget. Since Logan couldn't get his way, he stabs Peter during a sparring match on the Avengers. Sure did. Big Ruben. Taylor Love, they doing whatever it takes to sell books. This is ridiculous. Feel the same way. Especially when you don't have to go down this route if you don't want to. Jean Grey in the Ultimate Universe switched Peter and Logan's mind, sending Logan basically back to high school, and Logan loved it. Yeah. And that's a good catch right there, Big Ruben, because I go back. We're comic book fans. We love our characters. We love our writers. Dr. Eve Ewing writing the Photon comic book. What happened in the first issue? Adam Brashear and Monica Rambeau break up. What does Monica's mother say? Well, I thought he was too old for you anyway. It's crazy because that justification never applies to other characters. That justification, that explaining, never applies to other characters. Other characters get to do whatever they want to. And it's the writing. And you can be content to explain it. You can be content to explain it all day, every day, and twice on Sunday, just long as you know, as Grace says, the representation you get is the representation you settle for. Here we go. Taylor Love, what powers does T'Challa have? That's a great question. T'Challa has wrestled down a rhino. 2 different sizes. We actually saw that in the movie. Now, here's what we let happen to us. We saw Steve Rogers keep a helicopter from taking off. We're not going to question that. We ain't even going to ask what type of superpower Steve Rogers got. What I'm saying is just the subliminal programming. We're going to accept it. Steve Rogers sat up there and took a whole damn punch from Thanos. Clean shot. Well, if Steve can do it, so can T'Challa. Steve can hold a helicopter. Yep, T'Challa can do that too. Steve taking punches from Thanos. T'Challa doing that too. Now, here's another thing that I'm going to give T'Challa that Steve ain't got. And if you a Black Panther fan, you're going to be like, Theo, you know that's absolutely right. T'Challa is the spiritual, earth-born avatar of Bast. She chose him from birth. Let me know when she said he could go away peacefully. She's fought deities on his behalf. Let me know based on the writing you went over as a knowledgeable comic book fan. Let me know when Bast has ever acted like she is ever letting T'Challa go any damn where. We just read Cheryl Lynn Eaton's Blood Hunt, did we not? Did we not? What was Bast's role in that 3-issue series? Has she not shown whenever that child of hers is in danger, has she not shown she will show her complete ass? So it's safe to say that T'Challa, his very existence, is covered by a deity that ain't letting him go nowhere. The thing is that it's folks that don't have respect for either that deity nor that character, nor the continent that they both come from. I said what I said. You're a knowledgeable comic book fan, you would be scratching your head just like this. You know what? Damn, that got a point. Because that's Bast dude. She ain't letting him go nowhere. She ain't letting him go nowhere. So when we talk about powers, I've seen T'Challa is a superhuman. Don't nobody want to say that because we don't want to advance. No, the dude is super. He can see in the dark. Forget the damn habit. Forget the habit. He can track you by your soul. Yeah, Logan only tracking you by your scent. T'Challa is tracking you down by your soul. He's the king of the dead. Those are powers. Those are powers. He's the king of he can literally raise an undead army. Whether that army consists of every Black Panther that's ever existed or every human that's existed. He got it. Hearing. See, we're not Logan. Logan has superhuman hearing. And we've seen T'Challa be, I can't speak for anybody else. I've seen T'Challa as a kid. I'm reading the Avengers comic book. Wonder Man is in it. Let me go where I'm going with this one. Wonder Man has on what I consider to be his best costume. It looked more like a superhero costume. He got the red visor. Oh, no, I ain't talking about that damn thing with that red trench coat. No. This is a tight costume. Wonder Man and Henry McCoy are best friends. The Masters of Evil are outside of Adventure's mansion. Goliath is out there. Goliath hurls a car at the window. T'Challa is sitting at the meat table like this and turns and get away from the window. Yeah, that's a power because ain't nobody else see that. Tony Stark, nothing. Cap was there. The only person knew something was going left was T'Challa. And that's how, and if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. It was either John Byrne or George Perez that drew that issue. Mind you, I'm sitting here looking at the cover right now, and I'm memorizing it. Whirlwind was in that damn comic book. Yeah. That's a superhuman ability. We just don't like to say it. Well, here's the thing. We say on this channel, knowledge is key. Knowledge reigns supreme over everything. So I don't ever have to get into a debate, and I'm not saying that's what we were doing, but I never have to get into a debate in regards to whether or not T'Challa has superhuman abilities or not. I didn't did way too many videos on it. I didn't research it too much. And what I say to people that visit this channel, don't take my word for it. T'Challa 616. Don't take my word for it. I'm like the pastor at the church. Don't take my word for it. Quite a few people would be content if you just take that word for it. Oh, no. No. But I want to go back, though, because I don't think the sisters, ladies, our queens, you're going through an emotional turmoil. Something is awry. Logan, Craig, T'Challa, Forge. You need to confide in somebody. You need somebody that's going to make you feel special. Now, mind you, I only know maybe 3 out of the 4 that would make her feel special. Craig, Forge, and T'Challa. Because I don't remember nowhere where Logan said he was ever in love with Ororo. I ain't never came across that. Considers her sexually desirable. Don't mind knocking her block off. Absolutely. Loyal to her because she's a mutant X-Man. Yeah. But in love, I got love with Jean. I got love with Mariko, and we actually saw that in the film. And mind you, I didn't see Logan and Ororo pop up in the same damn film. I ain't never got that from them. No. You remember the first X-Men movie? Yeah, right. Wasn't Aurora in that movie? Yeah, okay. Well, Famp Jansen is Famp Jansen and everything like that, but she ain't Halle Berry. Well, who was Logan making goo goo gaga eyes at? It wasn't a single sister. It was the older with red hair, right? Ain't that who he been having wagging his little dog tail after since he came in up? Because mind you, he wasn't checking for Ororo in giant size X-Men 1, and we know that. We know that. We know that. This being T'Challa's child fits everything that's been laid down for years. Logan's kid is just coming out of nowhere for no reason. This is coming from Ryder Maverick. She has no loving relationship with Wolverine at all. Thank you. That's a woman saying that. That's a black woman saying that. That's a black woman that's a comic book fan saying that. I didn't say that. I did make that same observation though. I did. Let me see who else we got here. We got Uncle Taki in the building. We got Taylor Love. Aurora daughter could totally have fangs. She could have panther-like features. It makes sense. I ain't saying. I'm just saying like that. Let's see here. Big Ruben, ex-writers for sure be talking about their fetishes at that writing table. And don't nobody need to act like they don't. No, they men. We're part of the men culture. We have some of the damn ladies. I'm gonna tell you, if we can create stuff and y'all involved and y'all not around, so we can just, ladies, those of us that have no checks and balances, I don't care what it is. If we can involve a woman and we ain't got no checks and balances, He's absolutely right. So nobody needs, you need to understand, there are some guys that have fantasized Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair. You need to know that. And some of them work for the WWE. You need to know when, yeah. So don't lie. We don't do that. Stop it. Stop it. Let's keep going here. Uncle Taki, I think we all know why they have took the Storm Logan for years now. He loves his red head. They go against their own law. They threw together only because they are teammates. I can't tell you that I can't tell you that you're wrong. Okay. You do know once Ayodele's run is over, they will bust Aurora down faster than half a brick on the street. You feel me? That's not out the question. Why is that? Because after Hickman's run was done on the X-Men, they removed him from Morocco. And you don't hear a damn thing about him being on Mars anymore. So he ain't wrong. They will toss Storm with randoms to piss off black readers and some whites. There's only one way you can prove you're wrong. And that's the other thing that I'm concerned about. I'm sitting up here, I'm like, so you're the writer. And that's why I said I'm just going to ask questions. I ain't judging nothing. But depending on how that comic book play out, I would be moving no differently than quite some of the folks that I've talked to one-on-one. I already told you how I'm going to move. And it's safe to say, I know at least 2 to 3 other people that's going to move the same way. It ain't going to be no big announcement. It ain't going to be no big announcement. It ain't going to be no big whoop-de-doo. It ain't going to be none of that. We just going to move like how we was going to move. That's it. So what I was getting ready to say, though, if you're the writer and you've been in multiple interviews and you know how people feel about this character. Now, there are people that feel certain ways about this character, one way or the other, for a plethora of reasons. You're the writer. You've been in various interviews. You've been in front of Black Panther fans. You've been in front of knowledgeable comic book fans. You know who Logan is as a character, whether you like him or not. And part of the thing is, liking a character, you're supposed to be able to list the character's flaws and strengths. Strengths, flaws, personality traits. You're supposed to be able to look at all of that. You are, and you're supposed to be objective. You are. You can like that character. You can. It doesn't mean that character is better than another character. It is to you, but in the grand scheme of things, in certain situations, you need to go with another character. Well, the writer has been made aware of this on more than one occasion. More than one occasion. I've talked to the writer. I've done my best to articulate, because the writer is not American. I've done my best to articulate the perception of Black characters, Black Americans, African-American characters, African Americans in this country. You either listening or you're not. Now, me, what I'm going to say is, I'm never going to assume that I know more than somebody else about their own country, their own culture. They sit me down, say, hey, Theo, let me pull y'all to the side. Let me holler at you before you go do X, Y, Z. I'm going to give them my full undivided attention, because that's not my culture. And when you go into somebody else's culture, somebody else's country, and you're not paying attention, you can wind up offending people. Everybody's not going to care whether or not it was a mistake or not. They can be like, oh no, I'm offended. And all hell finna break loose. Well, on this particular situation, we can't say that if people get offended, the writer wasn't warned. We can't say that. The writer was warned. So if this plays out to be a child that's not black, right? Because we really don't get that. And we stated that to the writer on more than one occasion. We don't get black love in Marvel Comics. We've said that to him. We've expressed our desire for it. We've expressed our frustration in regards to it. So if the African writer who has been in front of African-American comic book fans has chosen to attach his name to a project in which Ororo Munroe has a biracial child and or is a single unwed mother, I'm gonna move like how I'm gonna move. I'm not saving nobody. I'm not explaining nothing. What I can say with absolute certainty, if that's the move, right? Everybody else can move like how they want to. If that's the move, I will be canceling my complete Marvel comic book subscription, and I won't lose any sleep. Because as we've said on this channel on more than one occasion, we got it at the house. We got it at the house. Big Ruben says, this child is Logan's, then that's going to be very sad that Logan is going to be a deadbeat father to this child once Jean Grey comes back. I don't even know how that's going to work. Jean finna be a auntie to her, because Jean and Aurora like sisters. We keep looking past that. I don't think I'm gonna mess with, if I call you my brother, I'm not ever looking at your wife like that. I'm not looking at your wife like that. I'm not looking at none of your exes like that. You my brother. Now I can tell you she a bad one, but I ain't ever trying to smash. I ain't ever trying to smash. No, if anything, I'm gonna be messing with her, but like, you know, you still like my brother, right? Go on, holler at my brother and everything like that. If I see her out in the street, when you and my brother gonna get back together? When you gonna give my brother another chance? If my brother is with another woman, I'm gonna tell you, you know, my brother always had that thing for you, right? You know, I'm gonna do that. But hey, let me get that. Now, mind you, we comic book fans. We know Jonathan Hickman had Jean, Logan, and Scott involved in a threesome. So why would I come behind that and give? See, I ain't judging. I'm asking questions. I ain't judging. If I know Jonathan Hickman did that, he did, and I'm an Ororo fan, how do I look past that and have Aurora smashing the dude that Jean just finished smashing for like 5-6 years? She ain't better than that. I ain't trying to be funny, but damn, no, Theo, don't do it. No, I'm apologizing right now because what I'm about to say is wrong. I felt better if she'd been a cougar with Sync. Like, I'd have felt better. Come on over here. Come on over here. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some of this African love. I'd have felt better about that one. But never mind. This ain't my comic book. This ain't my comic book. Top flight security, Craig. Once Jean Grey comes back, Logan isn't even going to give. Nope, not at all. Hand raised. I am. Ryder Maverick. I won't lie about that. Like I told Taylor Love, DP and Storm remind me of my parents. And no, Wolverine has never said he loves Storm. Not once or vice versa. Thank you. Once again, That's a woman, specifically a black woman. You know, folks act like they ain't got a voice, like they don't exist. The hell, that would have been the thing. You know, you ain't want to holler at no, you ain't talk to no sister first. I don't believe you did. I don't believe you did. I don't believe you did. See, it ain't just black men that's bothered. It's some black women upset too. Ryder Maverick, when Wolverine lay dying, he had two women on his mind, Jean Grey and Mariko. You know what? It's safe to say Ryder Maverick is a knowledgeable X-Men fan as well. Right. When Wolverine lay dying, he had two women on his mind, Jean Grey and Mariko. Storm is his... Well, you see the comment. And now she's going to be a single mother by a bum. We hope not. We'll find out Wednesday. We're going to find out Wednesday. Oh, good Lord have mercy. When let me see, Kamoyo King, damn right, when you put it that way, she's going hard, ain't she? But I asked women, specifically black women, to pull up because this is a black character. That's a woman. And too many times we act like black folks don't read comic books, and by and large, to a degree, we act like the black comic book woman that's a fan is a non-entity. No, she ain't. She exists. I got daughters. They there. So we're not gonna make this a misogynist thing. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. No, this black comic book fan. We're not gonna make this about black men. No, we gonna make this about this right here. Cause I didn't write this. I didn't put out the solicit the same week as the comic book. Damn. All I know is this. In the comic books, Black Panther, T'Challa and Ororo always married. If it's some children out there, some grandchildren out there, oh, they come from a product of that union, that matrimony. We know that. We got, it's too much over here. it's too, we ain't never disrespecting the queen like that. Oh, we ain't doing that. We ain't never doing that over here. We not. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. I blocked somebody because they wanted to talk about Avengers versus X-Men. No, I broke that whole damn comic book down, that whole series down. If you asking me, the only reason why they did that damn series was to break up T'Challa and Aurora and have to justify it. Meanwhile, T'Challa and Aurora never physically engaged one another in that damn comic book. She ain't do a damn thing to Wakanda. He ain't do a damn thing to her. He ain't do a damn thing to none of the mutants, be truthful told. As a matter of fact, if you go back and look at the damn story, by and large, they just there. You go back and read that story, by and large, T'Challa and Aurora just there, standing around, just so we can have a reason to break them up. Mind you, that comic series being written by humans, you know what I found way too many readers not doing? Being able to critically read that story and understand that in that story, Aurora and T'Challa acted very uncharacteristically like T'Challa and Aurora. When does Aurora and T'Challa not give one another the benefit of the doubt? When? And since T'Challa had to go to Bash to get permission for them to be married, how did he just annul it? Right. He couldn't. It's not within him to do so. And every knowledgeable, forget Black Panther fan, every knowledgeable comic book fan knows it. That's facts right there. So you putting this comic book out, I'm just here like Marshawn Lynch say, I'm just here so I don't get fined. If that child is biracial, you're going to get what you're going to get. If that child is black and that's Craig's baby, you're going to get what you're going to get. If that child is black, I doubt it's Blade's baby, because I don't think you want to do anything with bloodline, but you're going to get what you're going to get. If that child is T'Challa's baby, you're going to get what you're going to get. You're going to earn it. Mr. Ayodele, brother to brother, I love you. But you going to get what you going to get. You either going to get the praise or you going to get the criticism. It ain't going to be Tom Brevoort. It ain't. Because historically speaking, when a writer does something great, we very seldom mention the editor. No differently than if a writer does something horrifically bad, we very seldom mention the editor. This your comic book. We ain't even looking at anybody. I'm just telling you, perception-wise, nobody cares about any other writer that pops up in that book. Why? Because you're the Storm writer. You're the writer over Storm. You're the writer over Storm. Now, here's where you got that crown, and you might not know you wearing it. You're carrying the flag for Black fans. Yeah, forget what you think. You're not carrying the flag. You're not carrying the torch for X-Men fans. You're a Black writer. Black fans don't look at you as being a Black X-Men writer. You're a Black writer. Thus, the responsibility to hold down and uplift our Black characters is with you. Now, let me be fair. You've done an excellent job. Me being fair, you've done an excellent job. Folks gonna be upset about that one little thing with Ororo in issue 3, right? Right. I've defended you. You've done a great job in bringing in side characters. Side characters. If I'm not mistaken, the last issue of Storm, who you had Blue Marvel in there, right? Right. You had Iska, the Unbeaten. So my brother, I'm able to tip my hat when it's due. When it's due. But in the military, we have a saying, one old ish will F up 1,000 data boys. I can be who I am. I can. But how many folks giving you credit for what you've done over there as far as the Black characters you had shown up? I don't really see comic book reviews talking about the excellent job that you did with that. And you've been doing that since day one. Well, all of that work will be for naught if Aurora has a child by Logan. All of that will be for naught, because what will wind up happening is that one instance in Storm issue 3 when everybody got pissed. I'm talking about everybody that got pissed. I ain't talking about the people that was clapping. The folks that was pissed about that, if Aurora is having Logan's child, if Aurora having Logan's child, and that's what that is, you're going to validate everything they said. Now, it's up to you whether or not you want to do it. What's going on, Big Sad? Big Sad, they hit me up in there. Big Sad, what's going on? Big Sad hit me up and everything like that. I'm going to keep up with these notes. I'm trying to make sure I do what I do and being responsible. Let me go all the way down. Let me see. Anansi, let's assume this is T'Challa first. Don't see the point in a new Future Kid. They already got options like Kamara. Also, no T'Challa fan. View Fangs as his key feature. His genius, sure Fangs. You know, I can't even say you wrong. Hey, Theo, Anansi the Spider. What's going on? Come on. Yeah, we in here. Ryder Maverick. The only truth that matters. What at Grand Madam Mind? Let me see. Grand Madam Tarot. Ryder Maverick, who's true? That she say only hers. Let's see here. Let me get back to Ryder Maverick, because she hey boy, look here. They can't say I'm mad. The truth isn't misogynist, it's what it is. That's why they keep suppressing our voices in these combos. That right there. That's why I said I was urging, because too many times, like I said, Aurora is a black character. That's a woman. And I don't think we do enough. I'm just being honest, because we hear from black men get to be arguing everything like that. What did we find out during Black Panther 2? Oh, well, we didn't like Black Panther 2 because we were misogynists. No, that wasn't it. But we weren't really asking knowledgeable Black Panther fans that are women, because they would have told you exactly what was wrong with the second movie. Right? Right. We didn't ask them. We asked the men, and thus allowed more studios to play us for what they did. Trying to get you, Big Sad. Big Sad, what's going on? Huh? Oh, he is. Okay, okay. Thank you. Shout out to Big Sad, Black Panther, president of Black Panther fan group. He says Mr. Ayodele is in the chat. Shout out to you, brother Big Dog, pulling up. Thank you so much, man. I hope this go right. I hope. Oh Lord, I hope. One, I'm still reading Storm 3. I'm still doing comic book reviews on Storm 3. I am. I still got plans to buy Akagon, Revenger of the Gods. See that? See that? I still got plans for that. That said, though, this is for the culture. My channel, my brother Darren's channel, is for the culture. My loyalties are not the Marvel Studios. My loyalties are not the Marvel comic books. My loyalties are right there with me and my people. And me and my people, when I say that, when I make that statement, it's not just right here in the United States of America. No, it's for my people across the world. Point blank, period. We know what that perception is. We do. And right now in the continental United States of America, we know what we're dealing with. Give me a second. Yes, dear.
Oh, you can't pause that. Okay, well, let me say this real quick.
It's a black woman. I ain't hearing the words you said.
Oh, dang. Okay, I'm right.
No, you got the phone. You could just inbox me.
Oh, well, I thought it was going to make noise on
that. No, let's turn it down.
I'll do that.
My wife is one of those people that can whisper, where even when she get in your ear and whisper, you still can't hear a damn thing she said. So, but that's black love. That's a powerful image. It really, really is. Especially when we find ourselves in the duress that we up under. I don't necessarily know, Mr. Ayodele, if you were prevalent to what was said during the presidential election, but people of color in this country ain't really looked at like that. It ain't. That's not what that is. So when we talk about how powerful imagery is, it's kind of what I've been saying since day one. It kind of get to where it is. Mr. Ayodele is in here, but I thank you so much for pulling up. Science says the oldest black people come from Australia and Asia Pacific. I ain't mad at that, but when the first bones over there, either way we first. Either way we first, based on science. Either way, I can't wait for Wednesday, and that's either a good thing or a bad thing. What I can tell you is this: as soon as I have it, I'm gonna consume it. as soon as I consume it, I'm gonna do the video. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be that's probably gonna be one of the driest videos I do. Why? Because I'm not gonna try and show no emotion. I'm just gonna do the video. I'm just gonna do the video, and I'm just gonna do the video. I'm just, hey, this XYZ happened here. I ain't nope, no, because I don't want nobody mad at me about nothing. We love you, Auntie. Yep, yeah, hey, Ayo better be glad he's in Africa. Wade Wilson finna be more poet in an upcoming issue. Logan. That's the other thing. Thank you. You said Logan. You know why the speculation is out there like that? Once again, shout out to Werewolf. She looked like she got black hair and fangs like her daddy. And I got powers like mama and daddy too. That's why the boys don't mess with. Well, I'm sitting back looking at this. So is she going to public school popping claws out on people? Because I don't think she can stay enrolled. She can't stay enrolled if she popping claws out on people. Now, Wolverine being who he is, Logan got that, but Logan ain't super strong. No, that ain't what that is. So if she be bopping the boys at school, then I'm like, okay, that's probably T'Challa then, because I go back to it. T'Challa then wrestled down what, a 2-ton rhino, 8,000, what is it, 300, 3,000, one a 300 pound. Ain't none of us doing that. Or 800 pounds. And then what? One that's 3,000? No, ain't none of us doing the heroic stuff we've seen T'Challa do. Ain't none of us. T'Challa then kept up with the wizard and slashed his Achilles. Now, slashing the Achilles because you got adamant, vibranium tip claws, that's one thing. But you got to have the strength to make it do what it does. Not only did he keep up with old boy physically, but then had the strength to cut through his costume. So I'm a fan, but my loyalty ain't even to T'Challa. My loyalty is to my people. And that might be a first. That might be shocking some people. But my loyalty is not to these characters first. My loyalty, first and foremost, is to my people. Then it's how these characters are portrayed in regards to my people. Because you're not going to just have me and my people out here representing any of your damn well. Because they say art imitates life. Well, I'm of the mindset life imitates art. And if my characters ain't being treated with respect in a dominion that's largely white, in a domain that's largely white, because that's what that is. That domain is largely white. Well, if my characters aren't being written respectfully in a domain that's largely white, then it's safe to say those white folks that's controlling that domain feel like that's what that is. No, that ain't never what that's been. And if I'm over there in that domain, I have an obligation to get it right. Well, I'm in that domain, but I'm in that domain on this level. And on this level, my obligation, first and foremost, is to my people. It ain't to the damn comic book company. It ain't to the damn actors. It ain't to the damn cast and crew. No, it's to me and mine, because I done seen way too many damn times we ain't had a voice out here. We ain't had a voice out here. And I got the voice from my grandparents. Thus, I'm able to look at a young black writer that's accomplished. A young black writer. I'm able to look at him and I can say this to his face. Think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing. Because while that part in issue 3 was a small mistake, it was a mistake that didn't need it to be made. Don't double down on it. Don't double down on it. It was a mistake that didn't need it to be made. You made it. Well, we all make mistakes in life, but you cannot keep making the same mistakes and acting oblivious to what's going on. So I appreciate you pulling up. I do. And I love you. Black man to black man, brother to brother. I want the best for you. Everybody can't say that. Everybody ain't got the guts to tell you the truth either. They don't. They'll just let you do what you want to do. Well, you know what? You can. But it's repercussions and consequences to all of our actions. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Until Wednesday, I'll reserve my opinion. Right. I ain't saying nothing. Because I don't know. But that solicit didn't help. That was my other thing. That solicit did not help. It was unnecessary. I don't know who's in control of PR, but when you're dealing with a character and you know the concerns in regards to that character, and a solicit comes out the same week, it don't look good. And you only get one time to make a good impression. That don't look good. Taylor Love out here taking pregnancy test. Is she so stupid that she don't know what birth control is? That's why I hate when she's with Wolverine. She's such a basic. Ryder Maverick is a black woman. Like that. See, and what am I finna tell a black woman about a black character? Nothing. I'm not finna tell a black woman nothing about a black female character. I ain't finna say one word. I ain't. If she ain't knowledgeable, I give her some knowledge. But she far from that. Oh no, she very knowledgeable. I ain't finna say nothing. I can't. I can't say nothing at all. Let me see. Going back to Taylor Love, they got Aurora looking crazy. I can't support it. I'm a male. But those of us that have had black women play significant roles in our lives, we've tried to tell you. We didn't try like, hey now, hey, don't do this. If it was Logan's kid, he could. If it was Logan's kid, he couldn't wait to tell us all about it. Don't you think? Whatever it takes to gain the approval of. This a sister. This a sister. This a sister. I know. Oh, y'all better be glad Mr. Ray Smith ain't here. Oh, Lord Jesus, have mercy. We had one small advantage. Remember how proud Tom Brevoort was that Storm was Monsters Ball and Logan? Yeah, damn. She said Monsters Ball. And I don't even know if anybody remembers the name of the damn movie. Like, I don't know none of us that felt good after watching Monsters Ball. I don't. I don't. I think quite a few of us were so damn disgusted with Monsters Ball, and if that's what it took for the actress to get her Oscar. If you don't know what she's referring to, Monsters Ball, you might want to Google it. Damn. Woo! What comic book store you go to in Tallahassee? Shout out to I want to make Fallout Comics. Shout out to Fallout Comics over there on Appalachian Parkway and everything like that. They have my files saved and everything like that. That's where I go to get my comic books. If they got to back order something for me, they will. They've also said to me, and we're going to do it at some point in time, that anytime I want to do a live in the comic book store, that is an option that's actually available to me. So once again, shout out to Fallout Comics over there on Appalachian Parkway. If you are in the 850 Tallahassee area, they are in the same shopping plaza as Best Buy. Make sure you pull up. There's also, if you like what they call them, those pound cakes and everything like that, they got this store over there that got the pound cake. You know, the crunch cakes, damn it, you know what I'm talking about. You can get you one of them too and everything like that. Great place to shop. Thank you so much. That came from El Mario Freeman 9425. Thank you so much for pulling up. So we keeping the party rolling. This is his history is not our history. This means nothing to him. You think our Daily would have written a Nigerian woman being in the mud? I don't know. And they say kings build bridges, and I consider myself a king. So with that being what I consider myself to be, I try my best not to make assumptions. about another person's intent. What I looked at it as off the rip was a difference in culture. Now I could have been right or wrong, but that's the way I looked at it. Okay, but there's a difference in culture. So he's ignorant to what's going on over here. No differently than I would be ignorant to what's going on over there. And so I don't want to make that assumption. I get it, but I don't, because there's not a day go by that I don't miss my mother. She's black. My wife is black. All my daughters are black and everything like that. So I can't even conceive of not having the utmost love. Now, mind you, I've been a dog, but it was because I was immature and just could not get enough of black women. And I'm ashamed of that. But I can't conceive of not respecting my black woman. I don't even know I don't even know how to think like that. When I hear people talk about how black women got mouth, I got mouth too, but I've been in relationships with, damn it, when it's you and her, she ain't talking to you like that. So I get what you're saying. I do. I get what you're saying. I don't want to make that assumption. Wednesday ain't got here yet, but I don't even know how to process that thought. I can process Ludacris saying, I got pros. I can process that better than not. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't even know how to do that. Cousins, you guys cannot tell me that y'all didn't see that sex scene in Storm 3 and start thinking, do something to make me feel good. I saw it, well, what I would say to you is this, is that more than enough of us will bother. Especially when you just take into consideration, forget the fact of just a little bit of the black pride thing, just the fact that she and Jean, as Mr. Smith has said on numerous occasions, she and Jean are like sisters. Okay, so when is that what we're doing? And if that's what it is, then that's an incestuous mindset, and folks need to own it. See, folks don't want to talk like that. Well, if everybody over there in the X-Men community is jumping off the dresser with everybody, then that's an incestuous mindset. It is what it is, regardless of who's writing it, who's editing it. You're a bunch of perverts. You have no morals. You're using these characters to fulfill your sick, demented sexual fantasies. That's what that is. The only way it's not is to write it differently. Well, if this is Logan's baby, then we didn't write it differently. We kept the incestuous mindset mentality continuing. If the only way this don't come across like that, Craig, Forge, or T'Challa. If this is anybody else's child, this is going to go left. And it's going to go left because a conscious decision was made for it to go left. Because while Tom Brevoort is Tom Brevoort, he ain't black. He ain't black. He ain't. Thus, he's not settled with the responsibility of editing black in a popular light. He's not. He ain't got to. It'd be nice, but he ain't got to care about the proper representation of black. He don't. When we look at the writers over there and y'all don't like it, y'all get uncomfortable. Dr. Eve Ewing, where was the black character when she was writing the X title? See, I don't even know how to do that. I understand writing Akagon, brutalizer of the gods, as a black writer with, if not all, mostly black characters. I get that, because we see white writers. They were doing that in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, which is why they retconning white characters, making them black, doing race swapping and everything like that, because they saw them. Well, I see me. I see my male character making love to a female black character. I don't see and I see my superhero team being mostly black, if not completely black. Yeah, that's what that is. It's enough white characters out there. I always see me first. In my home, we made it a mission to see us first. Do we have the white action figures? Yes, we do. But on display, where everybody and their mama can see when they walk into the office, oh no, it's the black characters that are on full display. So we can get the question, who is that? Thus getting the conversation started when our black children walk in the room. Yes, my daughter is 13. Her 13-year-old black boyfriend, who has a black mother and father with black siblings, walked into my office and asked and said, damn, I ain't ever seen that many black superheroes before. I take pride in that. You can go get biracial everywhere. You can go get you white more than everywhere, but get you some black on black? No. So I'm not going, we've got to start lawsuits against some of these anti-black and moral public images in comics, music, media. I like that, Grand Madam. I like that, which means we need to get back to what we were talking about last year when we wanted to have off the panel discussions, Council of Wakanda, Black Panther fan group, in ways to enhance, enrich black imagery, because it is being effed over out here. We see that. I don't think Logan's hair is consistently dark brown. It looks black quite often to me. It's black. It's black. If you seen Logan's hair different color, that's the colorist. Taylor Love, I just Googled Logan got dark brown hair. It's not colored that way. It's not. When Logan first popped up, it's black. Them X-Men comic books with John Byrne, it was black. So I get what they say and everything like that, but just remember, humans are the ones that input that information. And as we've seen, every human that has a comment about a comic book ain't read a damn comic book. Sad to say. It's putting that out there. It's that hookup generation. They even have stepbrother, sister. Grand Madam Tarot, Lord have mercy. You talking about Brittany and Kevin? Remember when you used to go over to Country Wayne just to laugh? That right there be the subliminal programming I be talking about right there. Country Wayne is a comedian. Saying he's a successful YouTuber is that's an understatement. He's brought in other actors and actresses that you may have seen on Tubi, and they're doing some incredible work over there on the Country Wayne channel. They absolutely are. Here's what I find to be telling. Left to our own damn devices, where we can do whatever, write whatever. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, damn, we can do whatever. You can do whatever you want to do on YouTube. Left to their own devices, Country Wayne has went from a comedy channel to a drama channel. Country Wayne's channel has went from Country Wayne comedian to love and hip hop. Real Housewives of LA, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, that's what that is. You can't really go over to Country Wayne and get the jokes and laughs that you would think. That's a damn comedian. That's a whole ass comedian. Did he not have a Netflix comedy special? This wasn't no drama he put on. This ain't even no he ain't even got sitcoms going on over there. No, left to their own devices, the writers only know how to write one way, and that's wild. What's the young brother on Wild 'N Out? Philip, because his brother is on Wild 'N Out. Philip is a comedian. Him and his brother both are funny as hell. Yeah. Funny as hell. That's what that is. Even left to his, and I think it's because why he ain't over there like that no more. Even him over there, his skits ain't funny. They're drama for no reason. So now you're being stalked again by a young lady who's claiming to be pregnant that ain't pregnant, because she don't want you to be with the young lady that you actually got pregnant, who deleted her brother. Like, what we doing? Like, this folks taking dirt naps over there. And they ain't taking dirt naps because they laughing to death. That ain't. I done seen somebody get their whole cranium put in the mouth of an alligator over there. What? That wasn't funny. This is when I knew stuff was going left. Rolanda's daughter was dating a dude that was an undercover police officer. This comedy, right? Because I didn't know what a birthday party was. That's what a birthday party is? I'm thinking birthday party's a birthday party, but I guess not. The undercover cop got deleted. I'm like, so this ain't no comedy channel no more. Why not? So you mean to tell me, and this is when folks with money, like Snoop and them and everything, they get arrogant and say what they want to say. I can do what I want to do. You're right. You don't know no better? You didn't start off like this. Is this the only thing you know? Is this the only thing you think your fans want? The fans that were rocking with you before you got that Netflix special. Do you really think we want every damn skit filled with nothing but hate, discontent, division? You're not stopping to think about the stuff that you got on your channel actually promotes the division of black men and black women. Mind you, you're not married. You're a single man with a whole bunch of baby mamas out there. That's not an indictment. But damn, dog, what are you doing? We get it. You are a loving black father and you take care of your black children. But damn, you got more responsibilities than that with that damn channel out there. And there's no variety. Everybody going through something. So I didn't mean to get off on my tangent about Country Wayne. It's just a disappointment. We got enough nonsense out there. You would have thought that the channel, shout out to Big Jaw, shout out to Sade, shout out to the whole crew is stupid. Shout out to Lonnie from Fanarios and everything. Shout out to those of y'all that's keeping the content. Funny. We need more funny out here. Thank y'all for keeping that balance. D. Steezel, T'Challa should only be singing. Billie Jean to MC Nakia. Ryder Maverick. Absolutely. Let me go back. She said Worthy JC. So let me go back up to Worthy. Let me go back to Worthy. Where we at, Worthy? Hold on. There we go. Should T'Challa move on if the kid isn't his? Yes. And that's the thing that I think is forgotten. We want to promote the black nuclear family. We don't have that. Folks act like we asking for too much. How long Reed and Sue been married? Not one, but 2 children. And we didn't actually been living long enough. Folks keep telling us to wait. Some of us been living long enough to see Franklin grow up. To see Franklin go from having blonde hair as a shorty to having I ain't never seen that before, having black hair as a teen. Yeah. We've been, so yeah, we wanted the black nuclear family. I'm apologizing if that was lost on black writers. I'm apologizing if y'all missed that. I'm apologizing to the black editors if you missed that. We wanted the black nuclear family. We got it over there in DC though. Yeah. We got it over there in DC. We got the Pierce family. That's a whole black nuclear family. And while folks like to say whatever, it's a lesbian over there. And we don't divide up nothing. No, that's a black nuclear family, and we love our black nuclear family. So we're not doing that. But if we can get it over there in DC, and clearly it's a problem in Marvel, then I said it once, I'll say it again. I'm not going to kick up no dust. I'm not going to kick up no fuss. My loyalties are to my people, first and foremost. So you do what you feel. You do what you feel is necessary. You do what you feel is necessary for sales. I'm going to do what's necessary for my people. I will be the embodiment of that which I claim. I will call Fallout Comics Wednesday. Wednesday. After I look at that comic book, it's not a threat. It's not a promise. It's an actuality. It's a fact. It's a statement from a man, a black man that's 3 years from 60, who's tired of trash, who's tired of his own selling out. And when I say my own, you ain't got to be in America for me to claim you. You just got to be black. So this ain't no threat. This ain't no promise. It's a fact. It's an actuality. You do what you feel is necessary for you. You ain't got to follow off of what I do. Brother, I love you. I ain't got to always agree with what you do. It is for me, though, as a brother, to hold you accountable for your actions. That's what we're all supposed to do. So if that child is biracial, if that child is Logan's child, I will be canceling every Marvel title I got and never spinning the block for it. And I won't be buying Akugan, Revenger of the Gods. That's because a moral line will have been crossed that I can't come back from. I will be just that mad. I'll be just that pissed, but I won't make an announcement. I will just move accordingly. I won't ask anybody else to do it. I won't. I will consider it a personal affront by a billion-dollar industry. And they used somebody that looked like me, which ain't no different. It's been historically, that's what that is. Use somebody like me to inflict said harm. What I won't do is I won't go off on you, brother. I won't bash you. I won't do none of that. I will just do what I've seen quite a few black women do since I've been living. See, the black woman that's done with you, she don't make no announcement. She don't yell. She don't kick. She don't scream. She don't call you out your name. She don't do none of that. She just says, I'm done. That's what she said. She said, don't no black man ever want to hear a black woman say stuff like that. I'm done, and be calm with it. I'm done. Because when she say I'm done and she's calm, she's done. She ain't ever coming back. I ain't gonna ever get that back no more. Now, if I ain't learned nothing else from black women, I ain't learned that. When they say, I'm done. Come on, baby. I'm done. But baby, come on, we can make it. I'm done. So T'Challa, you don't have to call. It's okay, girl. This could be Logan's kid, and Priest's new mystery son looks like Victor Creed. I ain't saying. I'm just saying nobody reading Thunder Wars of this child. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. I'm canceling and ain't gonna make no big announcement. You just will stop seeing Marvel content pop up on my page. Current. Because I'm gonna do what I need to do to keep us knowledgeable Black Panther fans. But no, I won't be buying no more Marvel comic books. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. And you know, it is what I want everybody to be good with the decision that they make. I want everybody to be good with the decision that they make. So I'm just gonna be done. I'm just gonna be done. Blue Marvel might as well try and work things out with Monica. Somebody would have to write that. So, because like I said, damnedest thing, it was a black writer that broke them up. It was a black writer that broke them up using faulty logic that didn't apply anywhere else. So it's gonna be up to them. It's done with stem cells these days. Yeah, it is. It is, Grandmama. You're absolutely right. And if it's a parthenogenic pregnancy, who'd it come from? But to your point, Grandmama, I don't think they think like that. That's too far ahead. Ryder Maverick, if this is T'Challa's child, it won't affect the storm cells. But if this is Wolverine child, there's no way this isn't going to hurt that book. Did they learn nothing from the last time? No. No, not at all. Not at all, Ryder Maverick. D. Steezel, what's going on? The Rock With Me Nation moderators in the building. Big Ruben, that's because certain folks can't stand the idea of black folk loving each other. I know that's crazy, ain't it, Grandmama? That's wild to me. It's wild to me that this black folks feel that way. Like, you know, you got here because your mama and daddy got with each other, right? Like, who you that damn mad at that you? Never mind. They've been plotting against T'Challa and Storm, against Storm and T'Challa for a long time now. Yep, so long now. They're just writing it on the wall at this point. We gonna see. We gonna see. We all gonna find out on Wednesday. We all gonna find out on Wednesday, Big Ruben. Marvel being more racist than DC when Marvel holds having the first black superhero in existence is so funny to me. Marvel being more racist than DC when Marvel holds having the first black superhero in existence is so funny to me. You know what I find interesting about that take? Is when I think about folks, popular social media influencers, black, making the racist claims about Ironheart. There's some racism there. You're just not calling it out. There's plenty of racism in Ironheart to call out. You're not calling it out. All you're saying is that folks that aren't interested in Ironheart are racist. You're not calling out the racist elements of Ironheart. That's very telling. Quite a few of you are writers, as in you have your own comic book that you're pushing. Some of you have even received awards. I want to know which comic book writer gives little to no damn about their characters being altered. Which one of you black writers that see nothing wrong with what's going on with characters already established, which one of you black writers would be okay with somebody altering your character like that? Don't hit me with the 1 for 1, because that's a dumbass damn argument. No, I wanted to know about your character being altered to the point where that's not the character, because I would challenge that's not Riri Williams. That would be the challenge that I would put out there. But then again, every black content provider that's popular or wants to be popular sees nothing wrong with what she did in the damn series. Except that's not her character in the comic books, though. But you claim to be a comic book fan. And what you're not doing is you're not telling folks the differences between the comic book character, the version of Riri Williams, and the MCU version. You're just fine telling black people to be mad. Even those of y'all that look like Steve Urkel, you don't mind telling black folks to be mad. And Steve Urkel is supposed to be intelligent. Well, you know, it's hard for me to have an issue with the business when there are so many of us content to do business with the business. Be complicit with the business. Look the other way for the business. Do things on behalf of the business. It's real hard for me to hold the business all the way responsible. Because see, we helping. We helping. We helping with our own damn demise. And it's so damn subliminal. It's crazy. It's so damn subliminal. It's crazy. I'm gonna tell you what I told somebody today, and I think it was Mr. Paul Martin. Might have said it to him over there on YouTube. I'm gonna say over there on Facebook. For us to treat the black characters with respect, it would take a white person saying it and demanding it. I hear so many folks say what they want to say about black characters, but it's always from the white person's talking point. And when I say the white person, I'm talking about the Genu. It's always from the Genu's perspective. You're not looking at it from your own perspective, because if you were looking at it from your own perspective, T'Challa being with Ororo would be a non-issue. You would be saying to yourself, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to get for mine what they got for there. But you don't say that. You say the same damn talking points as them. They don't want T'Challa and Ororo together because T'Challa and Ororo usurp Reed and Sue. The child from T'Challa and Ororo takes laps around Franklin, and they don't want that. And you too damn stupid to see it. That's why I look at it's hard for me to look at them when we're complicit our damn self. How you telling me you a writer at Marvel, a black comic book writer, and you don't want that? You should want it with at least one of the black damn couples. Hell, why you ain't created a black damn couple to be that damn power couple if you don't want it to be Ororo and T'Challa? Seems like what we got is just a bunch of damn excuses for excuses that excusing Chris Claremont. It's what it is. You're doing the oppressor's bidding for him. Ororo Munroe, being a queen, being a goddess, should never lay down in the dirt with a filthy animal. She's above that. And if she's done it in the past, she's damn near at a point now where she would never do that again. We should know that though. It's called character arc. Character development. We know that. We just don't want nobody saying it so we can do whatever. We don't want to be held accountable. Well, it's a reason why Batman is so damn popular with his whole damn family. It's a reason why Superman is popular with his whole damn family. I'm looking at the black writers and asking, why you not trying to do that with the black characters? Why you ain't got that black power couple? Why you ain't fighting for it? Why you ain't desiring it? You don't see any value in it, and I ain't talking to just one. I'm talking to all y'all. You don't have any problem asking me for my black dollar, but you have a problem giving me my black fantasy. But you don't have no problem filling out that disgusting, sick-ass fantasy over there, but you can't give me my black vision. You can't give me my black heart's desire, but you can fill out that trash all day long. That's what you did. That's what you did, and you don't like you being held to the carpet for it. Well, you are going to be held to the carpet for it because you white, because you black, no differently than they would be held to the carpet for it because they white. We are going to hold you accountable. You don't want, you're really doing no different than what they've done with our black characters. So what makes you any different? There's no difference other than the fact you're black. You're a black woman. You're a black male that just happen to be writing characters. You're not showing the black characters the love, affection, and attention that white characters have been getting since the damn 30s. You haven't. So whatever happens on Wednesday, it's going to happen. I just hope for everybody involved that it goes the right way. If it don't go the right way, it ain't like those that didn't know any better. They chose to make another decision. And that's what's been going on in regards to the MCU. Folks know better. They choose to make another decision. These social media influencers, they know the racist aspects that's been going on with these characters in the MCU. They don't care. They want MCU content to talk about. So they're never going to mention the stuff that us as black folks should be woke about. No, they gonna want to be entertained. They gonna want to tell you you need to watch it. They gonna want you to come into their lives so that it can discuss the programming and every damn thing like that. How did we go from being content to walk to work? Help me out now. How did we go from being content to walk to work rather than get on the bus where we would have been sitting on the back in AC, comfortable? How did we go from deliberately saying we would rather be uncomfortable or make our own damn way than be constantly disrespected by a business? Help me figure that one out, because that ain't that damn long ago. And if those that did it, I know some of them still living, but you mean to tell me Generation X, baby boomers, Gen Z, ain't none of us learn a damn thing from those that came before us? You mean to tell me with apartheid going right there in damn Africa, you mean to tell me I got Africans that ain't got no self-respect for themselves in 2025? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. If it don't go the right way, it ain't gonna hurt. Tom Brevoort, he is a made man. But for Mr. Mario, if this goes south, you better that white, he will never be able to write another comic book in America again. And that's the shame of it all. And Mr. Ayodele, I'm telling you, you won't. That's the problem. See, Tom Brevoort, he don't care about you like that. And I told you like that off the rip, because he would never put you in that damn position to set you up for failure. He would have told you as a knowledgeable, because we got knowledgeable white editors out there that stop stuff like this from happening. He just said to you, don't do that. If for no other reason, the relationship between Gene and Aurora, he never allows issue 3 to hit the stands like that. But he didn't say nothing. But mind you, this is the same dude who said none of the X-writers saw any viability in black male mutants. How many red flags do we need at this particular point in time? Mind you, how many X titles got canceled because they were trash? How many? Tom Brevoort ain't black. He don't give a damn about you, dog. Here we go. This might make you uncomfortable. Did he call you? Because if he called you because he said you can do something for him. Yeah, what you could bring to the table for him. He ain't help elevate you other than saying, oh, guess who's working over Storm? Marvel Ayodele. But you think Marvel pushed your shit? You think Marvel was out here telling people about Akagon? Ain't give two damns about your damn writing. That was black folks putting your stuff out there like that. I wasn't the only one, but it was black people. Tom Brevoort ain't out there telling his friends to buy your shit. No, do what you're going to do in Storm. Well, who caught hell for John Ridley's run? Was it C.B. Sobolski or was it John Ridley? What's John Ridley's name right now in black comic book culture? Is it John Ridley or JR? How is he viewed in the black comic book space? Anybody that's worth a damn or somebody that nobody wants writing their favorite black character? It's going to be you. It ain't got to be. But if this character is biracial, well, it ain't like you didn't know. That's it. It ain't like you didn't know. If this child is black, blickety black, then you understood the assignment. you understood the assignment. You did. You like, oh, I ain't finna do all that. You ain't gonna hang me out to dry like that. This child finna be black. We'll come on, Mara. We make the child interracial. It's okay. No. If the child finna be interracial, my name ain't on this project. Now I'm already catching hell for that little damn thing I did in X-Men damn 3. I ain't finna do that no more. But hey, Storm going from a queen and a goddess to taking pregnancy tests like a effing hood rat. Really? Here we go. She not married? It's because we got the single black baby mama over in Black Panther 2, and we raised hell about that. She single? So this child was had out of wedlock? Mind you, all I'm doing is asking questions. I ain't saying nothing bad about I ain't gonna do that because I can't bash you. But I'm just telling you what could be the problem. She out of wedlock. Because Storm fans, us Black Storm fans that appreciate you leveling her up to godhood and everything like that, we want a king and queen. Yeah. We don't want a king and a child that's just there. And we don't want a queen and just a child that's there. No, Reginald Hudlin got us spoiled. Matter of fact, hold on. You know, like Theo. No, I like this. Hold on. Let me do it like this right here. Let me pull this out. Oh, yeah. Marvel, Legend, Voices. Yeah, let's do this right here. That Theo don't do it. I'm finna be petty as hell. This comic book look familiar to y'all? Y'all remember the story that was in here? Do y'all remember the story that was in here? You know who wrote it? I say, do you know who wrote it? I'm just asking questions so I don't get fined. What I'm gonna say is this. Y'all like Theo don't. What I've come to notice, say the world is not enough, huh? The world is not ready. You know what I've come to notice? Theo don't. Black women, imagine that. Black women write my favorite black character, with way consistently, with way more love and affection than black male writers. Yeah. Because see, this was written by Cherie Renee Thomas. So let me see if I got this right. I got Dr. Eve Ewing, right. I got Roxanne Gay, right. I got Cheryl Lynn E. Right. And I got, what the young lady name is right here? Let me say it again. Cherie Renee Thomas. What? Damn. Consistently. A sister ain't took a dump on T'Challa yet. A sister ain't misrepresented Ororo yet. But they ain't done it. But the black men, Lord have mercy. Say what you will. I read Christopher Priest's run. So you can say what you want to. I will be fair. Yeah, and there's stuff for me to critique about it. Christopher Priest. Right. Okay, John Ridley. Stay right there. It's John Ridley. You damn right. I could stay right there. Okay. Now, mind you, I might not like T'Challa not being in the Avengers, being MIA, but damn, he ain't. When Jason Aaron did write him doing something, it wasn't disrespectful. Or Jed McKay, it ain't disrespectful. Craig gone. Now, damn it. Where is Craig? We ain't got no footnote, no nothing. All we got is an off-panel discussion, on panel, depending how you want to look at it. This a time jump. We ain't seen Craig since the age of Krakoa. No phone call, no text message, no email, no letter. She lived in a damn sanctuary that it can travel. And she ain't just nothing. All I did was ask questions. We say, I think you're wrong. You don't think this is what they want to see. They want to see Storm brought down to Wolverine's level. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if they do something different, you gonna be absolutely right. You're gonna have every right to be mad. Everybody that was mad about issue 3 will be validated. Really, the only person that's really gonna come across looking like a fool in this is me. Because I said give the benefit of the doubt. They're like, Theo, shut up. See there? We told you what the hell was going on in issue 3. You should have said. All I'm gonna be able to say is y'all was right. Y'all was right. Craig returned to his home planet and died on the way. I guess so. Craig went to space and never came back at all. At all. When was Tom when a.k.a. was getting blasted so badly that he had to change his own story as to why Storm F Wolverine? Tom was right there promoting it. Why wasn't I have my own thoughts about Tom Brevoort, which I will keep to myself, or which we could discuss them privately. But I think if you see the actions, see that's the thing, folks. No, I'm just looking at your action. Just look. I saw what I got during the age of Krakoa, which was successful. I saw that. Then I saw what came around after that. And I was reading NYX and I saw what was going on. Now, mind you, you had other social media influencers stop when they got to a certain issue of NYX. I knew that issue was coming out and stopped before then. Stopped before then because of the piss poor representation of Black characters. Well, kind of, we don't want to say it is. We don't want to say Tom Brevoort is that way, but Tom's actually saying it for Tom. Tom ain't got to open up his damn mouth. He don't. Let's see here. Where was Tom? So Craig, when you see a.k.a. left Twitter and the sales dropped from number 39 to 50, that was with Thor on the cover. a.k.a. you better listen to this man here out there. You ain't got to. I get it. I get it. Subconsciously, we have been programmed that the person of European descent, their words, their opinions, their knowledge trumps anybody of our persuasion, our descent, and everything like that. And even in 2025, do we not, as a people, as a demographic, lend more credence to what Kevin Feige said than the blood brother of the actor that passed away? Yes, we do. So I don't. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna dip. It's only 2 guarantees in this life. You're born Black and you're gonna die Black. History is full of us, many of us, taking that for granted. We get to the point where society has told us not to see any value in it. It's not as significant as others. Well, as we started off this live, science proves we were here first. Thus, I should never take my lead from anyone else. My woman was here before any other woman. So if I'm going to do something with a woman, character, I'm going to consult with my woman because I'm a man. Especially if that woman is black and I plan on doing something with a black female character. We don't cover black enough. Like I said, you got Tony around there right now, not to be confused with Tony Cottrell from Advent Comics. God knows, not talking about him. But you got the brother around there, look like a nerd. He's supposed to low-key, because he's building his shtick off of Steve Urkel, his look off of Steve Urkel. He's supposed to represent the best and brightest of it. But what is he out there doing? Doing the same damn thing everybody else do. Just telling black folks to be angry. He ain't educated. Quite a few of us doing that. Well, as a writer, it's part of your responsibility is the education process. You don't want to do it. You want to be part of the problem, not the solution. When it comes to black imagery, black love, black representation, black loyalty. We're not going to do that black independent woman thing. That was the whole purpose of me asking black women to show up in this live, because I know what got pulled last time. Quite a few people, and I ain't going to do that. But folks that should have known better wanted to hide these decisions that Aurora was making behind her being a independent black woman. Oh, no, sir. We got black women in this live. And you've heard from them quite a bit. You have. So her sleeping with Logan is not the actions of her being a black independent woman. But now, as you said, because you alluded to it, and I copped to it, we all have made mistakes. But now you did say this mistake was going to have consequences to it, right? You said that. You said that. You said Aurora was going to be going back looking at this mistake. That's what you said. Well, don't let this be the mistake she's looking at. It can be another mistake. She can learn from her tryst with Logan. But don't let her tryst with Logan get to this, because here's what Mr. Smith is going to say. He's still pissed about what Brian Michael Bendis did with Luke Cage and Jessica. He did that to take Luke off the market, point blank, period, because Luke ain't the dude that's going to be going out there being no whoremonger. Thus, we can't get Luke with Misty Knight. We can't get Luke with Aurora. We can't get Luke with a sister, point blank, period, because he's off the market. Well, we know T'Challa would not get with Aurora if she has a child by somebody else. But we also know Aurora wouldn't have a child out of wedlock. She thinks too much of herself for that. She is a black goddess, right? Right. I'm out. Thank y'all so much. Pulling up. Ryder Maverick, send me that again. Damn it. Tell me what to think so I can, because listen, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and when I make them, I don't have a problem owning them and everything like that. Thank you so much for pulling up. Your comments were greatly appreciated. You, Grand Madam Tarot, the rest of the ladies and everything. That's what makes it work. That's what makes it work. It ain't just men. We know that from the Black Panther Party. Society would tell you that it was just 3 dudes. No, it was more women in the Black Panther Party than men. Highly effective, weren't we? Yeah. I'm out. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all did not have to. Y'all could have been anywhere else. He was excited about it until that backlash hit. All of a sudden, it was Storm was lonely. She made a mistake. And where was Tom Brevoort? Well, yeah, you did that. So I'm out. I think my brother Daryl would say it like this. What is it? mheroes@marvel.com. Okay to print. Let them know. Not like they're going to pay attention, because we did that for Dr. Eve Ewing's run and they stopped it after 10 issues. But mheroes@marvel.com. Okay to print. Let them know how you feel and everything like that. Mr. Ayadele, if you are still here, like I said, bro, I love you. But whatever happened on Wednesday is what happens. One way or the other, good or bad. I'm rooting for you. I want it to work out. I really do. I want it to work out in your benefit. I do. I do. But this right here, it's got a whole bunch of questions. That said, till next time, in between time, in memory of the late great Don Cornelius, and you see him, Chadwick Boseman, I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and soul. We out.